And when I went to 3 places and they kicked me out. They wouldn't let me in because of political message. It says if you hate this, which is a communism, vote Trump. Make America, if you got holes, America great again. So, that's how I dressed. They wouldn't let me in. They let in people dressed like the Pope, kissing a nun, French maid dressed, so summerly. I thought there was a porn show. So they would let all those people in, but they wouldn't let me in. So I ended up going home. But
freedom of speech.
Well, this is America. When I came to this country 35 years ago, I loved the liberty. I escaped from a communist country. I made it to America with $5 in my pocket. I got a job in 2 weeks, and I've worked ever since. People that come to America nowadays, they get free rent, free medical, free everything on my taxes and your taxes. People are not aware of that, but trust me, that's how they get here, and they get brought in by the government, legally or illegally. Trust me, the government is involved in illegal trade of drugs. They just got 2 CIA guys at the border of Texas carrying 1,500 pounds of cocaine. But you don't see it in the mainstream media. The point what I'm trying to make is, why am I doing this? I lived my life. I had a business. I had a great life. I found this country that adopted me. I'm a citizen, and I was happy. Do I need frustration? No, I don't. I can live my life like everybody else and ignore everything that's going on and move on. Well, I can't, because what I see happening in this country for the last 10, 15 years, if not a little longer, is what I left there. The reason I left communism because I wanted to be free. I wanted to be able to express myself, to have a freedom of do what I want to do. Well, what I see here now, it's exactly what I left there. Things are getting worse. Socialism is just around the corner. People are told what to do, how to vote, how to live their life. There's no freedom of religion anymore. You can say what you want. You can express yourself because you consider, a right-winger, or you consider a nut. They told me this is offensive. It might be offensive to someone. I said, what about the other custom? It's Halloween. I thought, you can dress as you like. It doesn't matter the message. You can dress as you please. This is America. It's a free country. Well, I guess it's not. Like what happened when we had the meeting with Braveheart. They kicked us out because one person complained. Where's the rule of majority? I guess it's the other way around. I think the whole country is upside down, for some reason. Well, I see it because I lived in communism. I know what totalitarianism means. I know how, if you don't go by their rule, you end up in jail or worse. Okay? Well, it's coming here, my friends. It's coming here. You think that, I'm looking around here, there's two handfuls, and I didn't count the people, but this room should be full. There should be people outside. There should be people screaming and yelling. I don't believe in violence, but look at the other side is doing. Look at what the liberals are doing. They use any means to get their message out. Look at the Black Lives Matter. Okay, this is how they suppress freedom of speech. This is how they suppress people. By violence, by being bold, by pushing and shoving. Well, you know what? You have to fight fire with fire. Well, as long as we don't do that, we're going to get burned. Okay? I'm not trying to start a revolution, don't get me wrong. But Trump has passion. I never voted since I've been a citizen because I figure, who should I vote for? The better of two evils? I don't want to vote for the evil. I'm going to put a video clip that I have invested probably my life saving in a movie script and a video clip that I want to make a movie about Trump winning the election as an independent. See, the two parties are basically one party. Last year when they won the election, the Republicans won the election, we thought, wow, now we're going to do changes. They're going to repeal Obamacare. They're going to do it. What happened? They shook hands. They kissed each other. And everything went Obama's way. You know what this tells me? Like the senator said, they're making deals. They either convince people to vote that way, or they put dirt on them, and they make them vote that way. Like the communists do. This is a communist agenda. This is how they work. You're going to go their way no matter what. You can't stop them. Because, we're too nice. Honestly, you people are too nice. When you go to Europe, anywhere you go, people think Americans as fools. Because we're honest, we're open, we believe in what people say. Well, trust me, this life is full of crooks. Okay? So you got to be paying attention. You got to believe in yourself, but also pay attention. What's going on around here, a lot of people don't see it. Because you never lived in communism or under socialism to see the signs. Okay? 100 million people without work and unemployment is what, 5%? Are you kidding me?
25.
That's a lot.
Well,
20.
that's not what they're saying on the news.
No, they're on
Okay.
their side.
There are 50 million people on welfare, government support, food stamps and all this stuff. Okay? So what it means to me, living under a communist system where they took care of all your needs, but you had to vote their way, you had to listen to what they say, you couldn't say anything about the government, you couldn't criticize anybody. This is what's here, what's going on here right now. Okay? So what they do, they get people dependent on the government, and whenever you say something, oh, but you can't say because we'll take your checks away. Well, you're not going to get welfare. You're not going to get food stamps. So again, when people go to vote, the liberals, the Democrats are telling them, oh, you better vote this way because the Republicans are going to take your food stamps. They're going to take your welfare checks. They're going to take your Obama phone. You know that I have also run a nonprofit organization. I like to help people. Okay? So I went to a place that I volunteered. And I got a cabinet, like a file cabinet. And I didn't look at it. I took it home. I needed some. I opened it up. There were files, 200 files from a nonprofit organization. It's called Welcome to America. They do a good thing. They help immigrants come into America. Well, all those files were people from Middle East. They come in with their families, immigrants, refugees, whatever they call them. But they all get full welfare, food stamps. They pay their bills, they pay their phones, they pay everything, even a translator. One of the ladies that actually works there went to get food stamps because she can make, ends meet. So she went to get food stamps, and she was telling me that they refused to give me food stamps. But there was a family of refugees, they got everything they wanted. So it looks like, to me, this country has got everything upside down. They will take from you and give to someone else, which is okay. But you know what? What about us? When we need help, how come we don't get the help? Because we're the wrong color, because we're not refugees, because you should have had taken care of this. You worked all your life. You should have put enough on the side to take care of. Well, you got kids, you got problems, you got things to take care of. You can't save money as you would have liked. So, I don't want to get all fired up, but I don't want to. I would like to apologize. I don't want to insult anyone with the hat and stuff like that. But I believe that, I respect Ron Paul, and Ron Paul. I think they've got the right message, but they're the wrong messenger. We need somebody with balls, somebody that can get out there and kick ass. See, Americans have been. The male in America, this is how I see it, okay? Where I come from, if somebody offends my mother, says anything, I will kick his ass, even if I die. See, this is how we're raised, okay? You look at how people are raised in the Middle East, and as a matter of fact, I saw a little thing on Facebook today where it says, they teach their children how to kill our children. We teach our children how to be wimps, okay? So, where I come from, when I grew up, men were men, it might be the wrong thing to say, but trust me, you had to be a man to defend your family. Things were different. Back in the days where I come from, things were different. What I'm seeing right now here happening, some see Mr. Rogers' neighborhood, some, things that were done. But, television, it's a means of controlling people's emotion and thoughts. Okay? And they've done a great job, and the school system, like the senator said, the core, common core. Okay? Common core reminds me of communism. That's how they taught us when I grew up. It's outrageous. I have a daughter, she's in college right now, and yeah, she went to public school, but actually I taught her everything about the life in communism. I said, no, this is wrong, don't listen to this, don't do that. And I sent her to Europe every summer. She saw what's going on. So the point I'm trying to make is they have feminized the males in America. And I'm sorry to say that, okay? People don't have the courage to get out there and start a fight and be really tough about it. I mean, it's nice to be, okay, you can say this, you can say that, let's get together, let's talk about it. The other side is not doing that. They're using violence, they're using push meetings, they're using the communist tactics of Alinsky. Push, push, push. Look at, who's Obama meeting? I mean, come on, let's be serious about it. Sharpton and all those guys, community organizers. They know how to push you to the point of breaking you. Well, they have broken us. They have broken us. So, am I, voting for a revolution? No, we don't want a revolution. But trust me, it's going to end up there. Because you cannot get rid of these guys until you have a revolution. You have people standing up and fighting for the way of life, for America, for that flag. That flag, if you don't fight for it, it's going to have this symbols instead of the stars, or it's going to have the half moon of the Muslim that's going to invade this country. 250,000 they're bringing to the Navajo Nation. This just smoke screens. When they say 250, it's going to be 1 million. What do you think they take them to the Navajo Nation? Because there's no jurisdiction over the Indian lands. So there's nothing you can do about it. Why don't they bring him to, they want to take him to New Jersey or New York? They don't want to take, they already control those areas. They want to bring it to where, Republicans or, people that believe in the Constitution, that's where they're going to take him, because this is how they can control you. They can change everything. Those people, 250,000 people, they'll be probably a husband and wife and 10 kids. Okay? Look at what's going on with the invasion of Europe. Okay, I talk to people in Europe. Okay, this is an invasion. What the Ottoman Empire didn't achieve during the 500 years that dominated Europe, now they're trying to build a greater Ottoman Empire. Okay, by sending all this military-age Muslim, young men to take over Europe. As a matter of fact, there was a video on YouTube about this Muslim guy telling a German guy, which was a drunk, telling them that we're going to take your women, we're going to take your daughters, you're going to be a Muslim in 10 years, and then if you don't listen, we're going to cut your head. I mean, this is the extreme, okay? You have to fight fire with fire. We have to go to the extreme to be able to fight the fight, because if you don't, we're going to be conquered. And this flag won't fly. I mean, that's my opinion, I get fired about it. People think Trump is nuts because he gets fired about it. But he's the right messenger. Okay, and the movie's called The Independent. I don't believe he's going to win as a Republican because he's not part of the establishment. And then they will push him out. They already started it. Now he's in second place. They use a black man to push him out because, anything you would say against them, oh, you're a racist. You can't say that. So my opinion is he'll be pushed out, and if he doesn't run as an independent, this country is done. This is our last chance. We don't have too much time. We have to do something about it. Everything is in place. We got Obama in the White House. I don't know. I don't think he's a Muslim, but from what he says, I mean, this is words coming out of his mouth. If there would be a time when I have to choose between Christians and Muslims, I will stand with the Muslims.
Yes.
That's his one words.
Yeah,
Okay?
He is one.
So
He is one.
don't tell me he's not. I mean, see,
Well, we know it.
what the communists do and what people that they,
Yes, he will be Christian.
these people don't look at what they say, look at what they do, look at the facts. Okay, they can tell anything you want to hear. See, they own the media, they own the corporations. They can tell you, well, not you, but people that always watch TV, people on welfare, all they do is change channel all day long. They can tell them everything they want to hear, and they believe that. This is how they fool people. Okay, so I'm going to put the movie, guys, watch it. It's just a 6-minute, trailer that's just, it doesn't express the movie. The movie's got a lot of funny things, and it talks about, what's going to happen if he runs like anybody, he wins the presidency with the largest margin in history. See, there's the two parties, the Republicans and Democrats. But there's the silent majority, the people that don't want to go out there and vote, because what are you going to choose from? The two evils? They don't vote. And then when they don't vote, that's how they win, either the Republicans or the Democrats. This is how they win. This is how they control you, because the majority of people don't even care of voting. They don't want to go out there. They don't care. Oh, I've got a good life. I've got a pension. I've got my Social Security coming in. I've got a house. And I live comfortable. Well, let me tell you what's happening here. Soon, according to some sources, there'll be no more double dipping. So you have to choose between your pension and your Social Security. Okay? Now they're running out of money. They can't afford to get all these people, give them the welfare, give them the Social Security and all this stuff. People that don't work, they have never worked a day in their life in this country. And they come to this country and they all they do is just they go on the government dole, and then they have kids and everybody lives happily. Well, they're going to take it out of your pension and my taxes, and pretty soon you're going to find yourself in a position where you're going to have to bow to the government, and they'll take your pension away or your Social Security. How are you going to live? See, people will not wake up until they get hit hard. Okay? As long as you live comfortably and you have everything you need, you don't, let somebody else do run out there and scream and, do the fighting. I will not fight. Well, by the time you want to go fighting, it's going to be too late. It's going to be too late. I don't know if anybody, you listen to Michael Savage.
Oh, yeah.
I listened to him since he started in San Francisco. Well, he's a bit to the extreme, but you know what I realized today? He was right 20 years ago.
Yeah,
All along, he was right. Okay? So, if you see the signs, it's like, if you see dark clouds coming, the rain is coming, and you have to take action. If we don't take action now, and if we don't get the right guy in the White House that has balls to do something about it, and then, he can get the right message. He can get Ron Paul to join him and get the right message out there. We're done. Okay, where are you guys going to go? I got 2 citizenship. I got 2 passports. I can always go back. What are you going to do? Mexico? Go to Mexico? No, Mexico will be here. You know, Canada? You can't go to Canada. And I got 2 oceans. So you're stuck. Okay? Well, what am I doing here? I could take the easy road and I'll just move back. No. I love this country. I love the flag. Okay? I want my daughter and my daughter's kids to have a life, to have a future. If they don't have a future, then we're done. See, this is what I'm trying to do. I've been on the other side. Like I'm coming back from the dead. I'm telling you I was on the other side. You don't want to be there. Trust me. You don't want to be there. You don't know what communism is. You don't have no idea what socialism is. I lived 20 years under socialism. I got arrested. I got put in jail. I had to escape. I almost died for my freedom. You guys were born free. Now you want to end up locked up in a socialist system? No, you have to do something about it. What are you going to do about it? You're just going to have little meetings here? and then, just go out there and send petitions. No, you have to get out there and fight, because they're fighting. They're getting dirty and nasty and fighting. Okay, you're gonna have to fight fire with fire. You can't just send petitions and have little meetings. No, trust me, my friends. If you don't fight, we're done. This country's done. You know what's going on in the White House? You know what's going on? When I realized the first thing he did, Obama, when he became president, the first visit outside of the country, he went to Saudi Arabia, and he bowed and kissed the guy's hand. The king of Saudi Arabia, king of 3 million people. What does this tell you? Where I come from, you know what it tells me? That's the master, and he's the slave. Okay? Only a slave bows in front of the master. And he didn't think about it. It was an instinct. It was his gratitude to the guy that put him. Okay? So this is what you need to realize. That there's something going on. I don't want to call it a new world order. I don't want to get into those stuff, and people think you're crazy. But there's something going on at the world level. Look at Soros, what he's talking about. Look what's going on around the world. There's something going on that it's going to affect this country in a major way. Major way. Okay? You want socialism? Do nothing. You want to see this country great again? Let's do something. With that, my friends, that was my...
You're a great messenger.
I see things this way. So I'm gonna put the... What do we do?